far across the Pacific Ocean. A place of legend, embraced by sea and blessed with uncommon beauty unlike anywhere else. A land formed by volcanoes, known as the Jewel of Hawaii. Maui, truly a tropical paradise. Along the slopes of the West Maui Mountains, or with the mighty Haleakala volcano as backdrop, thousands of gifted athletes from around the world gather to compete with each other. They'll also compete with the unpredictable elements of nature in the 27th annual Maui Marathon. Welcome to beautiful Maui, Hawaii for the 27th running of the Maui Marathon. This year celebrating the Run with the Whales, the annual migration of humpback whales to the South Pacific and Hawaii. Today, the stunning backdrop for another quest on the JSP Adventure Series. The 27th annual Maui Marathon, Run with the Whales. Brought to you by Paul Mitchell, Professional Salon Products. Kanapali Beach Resort, where the world comes to play. And by the Maui Marriott Hotel, headquarters for the 27th running of the Maui Marathon.
You know, we work with hairstylists every single day because hairstylists give us our direction.
You should see your hairdresser daily.
They're creative, they're warm, they're happy people. They're very good listeners.
This is what you do. You ramble on and on at a hairdresser, right?
Got a problem? See your hairstylist. Who you should marry, who you shouldn't.
Your hairdresser can do anything.
What a great job the hairstylist has. Their job is to make people look better. I couldn't do it without them. It's all about a great cut, and this gives it its style.
Crunch, an awesome collection of the best crashes, crumbles, bumps, falls, and spins in all of your favorite outdoor sports. Call 1-800-721-6120 to order your very own copy of Crunch. Oh yeah, you'll get to see the most awesome ski crash ever filmed. That's 1-800-721-6120. 1-800-721-6120 for Crunch.
Welcome back to Maui, Hawaii, in Kahului, where pre-race preparation has begun near the start of the 27th annual Maui Marathon. We're here at Kahumanu Center with over 1,000 marathon entrants vying for top honors in this, one of the most scenic marathons on the planet. Racers of all ages and abilities here to tackle the 26.2 miles along the rugged southwestern coastline of this very beautiful island. It's 5:30 a.m. and nearing dawn as the wheelchair racers line up at the start. Every year, more disabled athletes are competing in Maui, bringing this year's total to five. 5 wheelchair road warriors attempting to break the 2-hour barrier. Anxious faces look on as the wheelchair competitors disappear into the darkness. Excitement is high and the preparations complete for the race to begin. Among the top racers here today, last year's men's champion Yoshihara Tachida, representing the women, Eriko Asai. It's 5:40 and the official starter fires the shot heard round the island, signaling the start and sending the runners on their journey. Udo Reh of Germany off to a quick lead as the huge pack follows behind. This year, nearly 1,300 participants from around the globe entering the 27th annual Maui Marathon Run with the Whales, hoping to complete this scenic adventure. Earlier this week, we had the opportunity to see the course from the sky. With a description, here's Bob Craver.
Course description, 26.2 mile point-to-point marathon, running along about 75% of the course, 65-75% of the course, running along the ocean with the view of whales, which are very visible this time of the year. The course runs the first 8.5 miles across the flat land, then about 4 miles of the Pali, the cliffs over the ocean, and then it's back onto the flat land again for the last part of the race.
The actual finish at Whalers Village in the Kanapali Beach Resort, just outside our headquarters hotel, the Maui Marriott. The Maui Marriott, a AAA 4-Diamond Award-winning hotel located on 15 beautiful oceanfront acres at the Kanapali Beach Resort. It's directly across the street from the Kanapali Golf Course. The Marriott has over 700 guest rooms in 2 gracious 9-story buildings surrounded by lush tropical gardens. The hotel provides access to a variety of fitness activities, including tennis, ocean activities, and the soon-to-be complete exercise area. For those less inclined to sweat and more into the sun and surf, the Marriott is the perfect destination for a romantic getaway. Feel the magic, see the beauty, and understand what we mean when we say the Hawaiian experience is our mission and your destiny. As the sun lights up the morning sky over Haleakala Volcano and Malaya Harbor, nearly 40 minutes after the start, leader Yoshihara Tachida from Japan makes his way past the bay and out to the coastline. In second place, 1.7 miles back, Udo Reh strides out to the Hanoa Palani Highway, a beautiful stretch of road leading out to Malaya. Currently fighting for 5th in yellow, previous winner Michael Georgi, followed by Chris Cufford and Wailuku local Joseph Alueta. Just minutes behind the men, our female leader, Eriko Asai, setting a tremendous pace for the women. Back to Malaya Harbor, where we find Reh ahead of the pack, still behind Tachida, who is in first. Alouetta has moved to third, Georgi stride for stride in fourth. Asai looking strong and maintaining a pace as she holds her lead over the second place female, Josie Edwards of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Back at the 6-mile mark, the field continues to widen as the sun crests the volcano. Back with more action at the 1997 Maui Marathon, where at the 10-mile marker, Yoshihara Tachida continues to strengthen his lead as he climbs steadily into the cliff section near Papawai Point. Following nearly 3.5 minutes back, a very determined Udo Ray, his first race since suffering a leg injury last year in a race on the Big Island. Ray, an outstanding athlete, here to take on this challenging yet beautiful Maui course. Many other athletes are also here, some who come on annual treks to events like the marathon, and others who come to etch out a living, testing the boundaries of their abilities. Maui is a mecca for athletic endeavor. And in the beautiful seacoast village of Paia, you'll find some of the most determined athletes etching their names across the land and the water.
Everyone really from around the world comes to Maui to practice. It's like the crossroads of the world. Maui offers the best wind and the best waves. So everyone really comes here to practice. All the photographers live here. So if you really want to make a name for yourself and and start getting some coverage in the magazines and just improving your sailing generally, Maui is the place to come to.
And I came here because 10 years ago because I was just like in love with all the action in Maui, the sport life, the nature, the bicycle, and business-wise it's really nice. It's just like, it's amazing how you can work really, really a lot, and at the same time have a sport life like every day, 4 or 5 hours, really intense with us. Some of the one of the bigger wave, one of the bigger, time of your life of sport, and scary and amazing and good friendship on the water, meeting the best guy on the world and just racing here and doing everything, snorkeling. Well, everything. It's amazing, it's nice.
Back to our race and our runners now at the 10-mile marker. Just over an hour into the race, Joseph Alueta in third, still keeping his short lead over Michael Georgi in fourth. Into fifth, the smiling Chris Crawford. Now out of the cliffs and well ahead of Ray, a solid Yoshiharu Tachida, heading out to the long stretch of flats preceding Lahaina. For some, a moment of deja vu.
What's ironic is this, he won last year, and I also was the lead cyclist last year. And about a mile or two into the race is when I noticed that it was the same guy, and he sort of looked at me and he kind of smiled, and so it was very much deja vu. And as you said, there was nobody with him from about 200 yards out.
Tachida showing his strength, but sometimes it's the equipment that makes the difference.
The newest product from Adidas is a shoe called the Feet You Wear Salvation, and basically Feet You Wear is a new concept in building shoes. What we see here is, in the heel we have a pods piece that actually enhances the cushioning of the fat pads in your heel, so it actually gives you cushioning at the point of impact. The upper is a very soft synthetic suede and nylon mesh. It's very breathable. Torsion is a concept and technology that's been with Adidas for about 10 years. And what torsion is it's a way to allow for the independent flexibility of the rear foot and the forefoot while allowing midfoot stability. So the shoe will bend or torque where it should while enhancing the support of the midfoot area. So the new equipment Salvation available at the Boston Marathon on April 21st. The newest in a line of performance running shoes from Adidas. Thanks.
Having the right equipment for a run like this also includes making sure you drink plenty of liquid, as demonstrated here by Udo Ray, who slows to make sure he's properly hydrated prior to moving into the flatlands. Off the cliff section and still battling for third, Alueta and Georgi also take advantage of the aid station, one of 19 manned entirely by volunteers. The standings for the men, Tachida first, followed by Ray, Georgi, Alueta, and Crawford. For the women, Eriko Esai in first, Josie Edwards now in second. The runners in this international field include Tachida from Japan, now 3.5 minutes ahead. Udo Ray, the German, now a quarter mile ahead of third place. Michael Georgie, a Honolulu resident. Joseph Alueta, a local from the island of Maui, being urged on by the local spectators. And Chris Crawford, maintaining a stronghold on fifth. Asai continues to lead the women's field, with Edwards in second place. The 27th Maui Marathon, a bittersweet day for Eriko Asai. She's dedicated this race to her recently departed husband and coach, who succumbed to cancer just a year after they were married. Asai's quest for victory today, dedicated to his memory.
She's trying to keep her pace, and she doesn't want to lose the speed after a half mile, and she would like to run 2 hours 45 minutes.
Another moving story today, Udo Ray, injured in a race here on the Big Island of Hawaii last year. He moved his family here for rehabilitation and amazingly began training just 9 weeks ago. One thing on his mind, hitting the wall.
Yes, you definitely will hit the wall. It's the latest after 30 or 35 kilometer. So, and well, most runners will hit it, and especially in such a climate.
"22 miles into the race, and we catch up to Tachita outside Lahaina town, and still nearly 3 minutes ahead. Back in the pack, we find Chris Crawford turning up the heat on Ray in the flats along the coastline leading to Lahaina, a spectacular section of the course overlooking the A.A.U Channel, where hundreds of migrating whales pass through each year. A momentary glance at any time could surprise our runners with a sight that explains why this year's Maui Marathon is called Run with the Whales. Whale Fest is a week-long event highlighted by engagements with Jean-Michel Cousteau, famed oceanographer. We had the opportunity to speak with Jean-Michel aboard the Navitec about the endangered animals.
It's very, very important. People realize that if they want to maintain or improve the quality of their lives, we have to live in harmony with that environment which we completely depend upon for the quality of our lives. The whales are fine, you know, if the human species disappear, they'll do fine without us. They didn't wait for us, they don't need us. Nature is a way of recovering which is absolutely formidable, but once a species is gone, it's gone. The importance today is to use the technologies that we have to our benefit, to our advantage. We have a lot of knowledge, we misuse that knowledge. We could use it for our benefit. So we have to become better managers of those resources. Well, the reef cleanup is a very symbolic way for a bunch of divers to give a little bit of their time. They've had so many hours of enjoyment in watching this marine life. And I think in the spirit of the Year of the Reef, which 1997 is sanctioned as the International Year of the Reef, we can go and take out a little bit of the damage we've made. So we will be cleaning part of the reef tomorrow, and it's a good time to realize that we have to restore, in addition to protect and manage, we have to restore some of these reefs.
Overlooking the channel, Tachita now into Lahaina, a full 3 minutes ahead of the rest of the runners. Slowly but steadily pushing towards the town, Ray, holding his second place gap over Georgie and Crawford, who continues to look for his opening. Tachita now nearly through town as the Japanese press document his progress. Entering Lahaina, Chris Crawford has made his move, overtaking Udo Ray for second, only 4 miles from the finish. Ray visibly tired as he enters town, now in third. Georgie still holding on to fourth. Alueta pushing hard but dropping back, now in fifth. Our female leader, Eriko Asai, on record pace as she holds a 2-minute lead over Josie Edwards, who is in second. Tachita making his mark in the 27th Maui Marathon, as his marathon sponsor Paul Mitchell helping to raise money for local charities.
Well, we finally made it to the finish line here at the Maui Marathon, and right now we're at the Paul Mitchell Cut-a-thon booth. Anybody that wants to get a haircut, $10, goes to a local charity here in Maui. It's for a great cause here at the 1997 Maui Marathon Run with the Whales.
You know, we work with hairstylists every single day because hairstylists give us our direction.
You should see your hairdresser daily.
Creative, they're warm, they're happy people. They're very good listeners.
This is what you do. You ramble on and on at a hairdresser, right?
Got a problem? See your hairstylist. Who you should marry, who you shouldn't.
Your hairdresser can do anything.
What a great job the hairstylist has. Their job is to make people look better. I couldn't do it without them. It's all about a great cut, and this gives it its style.
Get online. Get online. Get online. Get online with JSP. Check out our website at www.jsptv.com and you'll find MPEG full-screen, full-motion video clips on a Cyber CD-ROM. And don't forget, JSP carries the hottest extreme sports videos on the market. JSP, your source for extreme sports.
Come run with the whales. If you would like to compete with elite and world-class runners for thousands in prizes, run in the 28th Annual Maui Marathon, Sunday, March 15th, 1998 in beautiful Maui, Hawaii. To enter one of the world's most scenic races, call 808-871-6441 now or write the Maui Marathon, P.O. Box 330099, Kaului, Maui, Hawaii, 96733. Enter now and run with the whales.
Yoshiharu Tachita, now celebrating his apparent victory in the 1997 Maui Marathon with his bicycle escort. Defending his title, a champion 2 years running, Tachita crossing the finish line in 2 hours, 37 minutes and 12 seconds.
Give it to him. Thank you. Nice race. Nice race.
After a strong push from Lahaina, Udo Ray retakes second and finishes 2 minutes, 42 seconds behind Tachita at 2 hours, 39 minutes, 54 seconds. Fully recovered from his injury, he is back as a world-class runner. Record holder for his age group and finishing strong, Michael Georgi through the finish line in 2 hours, 42 minutes, 11 seconds, third place. And following his run for glory through the Haina, fourth place finisher Chris Crawford crosses the finish line 2 hours, 43 minutes, 39 seconds. And finally for the men, local runner Joseph Alouetta into the finish line at Whalers Village in 2 hours, 46 minutes, and 42 seconds in fifth place. And with a burst of speed to the finish line, trying to break the women's record held by Jeannie Wokash, held since 1990, Etiko Asai through the finish with a course record 2 hours, 49 minutes, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 25 seconds ahead of the previous mark. Our winners celebrate and talk about their victories.
He was a little anxious about the second behind him, but the bicycle rider indicated that he is running far away. So he noticed he can keep it leading. It was so hot, and every air station she took drinks and something, and but the view was excellent. She keep even pace, hold the course.
Well, the Japanese runner, he was simply too fast for me. I didn't even try to follow him because I have only 9 weeks training now after my injury, and that beginning pace was too fast, so I didn't try to follow him.
The 27th Maui Marathon, run with the whales. An uncommon race for the common man. Brought to you by Paul Mitchell Professional Salon Products. By Kanapali Beach Resort, where the world comes to play. And the Maui Marriott Hotel, headquarters for the 27th running of the Maui Marathon. From the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii, thanks for joining us on the JSP Adventure Series of the 27th Annual Maui Marathon.